Missy Sweitzer. What a wonderful woman. I got to know Missy about 6 years ago, just after, unfortunately, her son died. And she and I spoke about potentially holding a blood drive in her son's honor after he died. And she was fantastic, really elated with the idea and thought, you know what, let's try it.
To know Zach was to love Zach. He is the first of our 3 children, and he was a little fireball from the beginning. He also had a passion for firefighting. He was a volunteer firefighter with the Loganville Fire Company, and he loved doing that. I can remember when he was a teen, he would go to Rodney. Chief Rodney Miller was one of our close personal friends, and he went to Rodney. He was like, what do I have to do to be a firefighter? And Rodney told him, you know, he was just a junior, the things that he could do, and he was like, I don't want to do that. You know, he wanted to be in fighting fires and saving people, and he did what he needed to do, but eventually he became a firefighter. I woke up about 5:30 in the morning, and it was Thanksgiving morning, and he got in his truck to come home, was involved in a 2 vehicle crash. He ended up losing control of his truck, hit an embankment, and flipped and rolled. He was ejected, and he suffered massive closed head trauma. We got the phone call that no parent ever wants to get at like 6 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving morning. Brain death was definitely an option, and I knew at that point that Zach had made the decision to be an organ donor when he got his license. So I think back now to May 10th of 2005, and the only way I know that date is because it's on his license. This is his first license from when he was 16. I don't ever remember having a specific conversation about organ donation with him, but I remember him saying, why wouldn't I? You know, shrugging his shoulders like, duh, Mom, why wouldn't I? You know, if I can't use them, give them to somebody else. So 6 lives were saved the day that he passed, and it's amazing.
Zach's first blood drive, wow. Let me tell you, I was so overwhelmed with the response from the family and from the supporters in the community and York Countyans. We set up a blood drive in a very small church out in the middle of nowhere in Loganville area. And we had over 200 people come through. Largest blood drive in York County ever. I've been doing this job for far too long, won't say how long, but for a long time, and I've never had a blood drive bring in so many units. So the very first year we did the blood drive, we actually collected 200 units of blood on a Black Friday, on a day of the year when it's a holiday and the blood supplies are always running low, and it was so critically needed. It was a wonderful event. I just think that Missy, after bringing in for 5 years over 750 units of blood, that's a hero in my book any day. Anyone who donates blood is a hero. And the fact that she's coordinated and supported bringing in that much blood over the years, oh, she's my hero for sure, Missy, and you know it.
Donating blood is giving life, you know? So to me, it was an easy decision. To decide to hold it on Black Friday, to me also was a no-brainer. Unfortunately, we now grieve the loss of 2 really awesome guys. So this year's blood drive is in memory of Zach and Rodney, you know, 2 heroes to a lot of other people, you know. So it's a good time to celebrate and remember. We celebrate and remember our boys, but we also celebrate life. My plan is, as long as I have air in my lungs and I can continue to do it, we'll have a drive every year in memory of Zach. What I'm doing, I do in memory of my son.